Makeup has been around for over 3,000 years. It is used by both men and women as a way to express themselves. It's a way to accentuate the things a person likes about themselves, a way to hide what they might not, but most importantly, it's an art form for many. In the 1930s, the United States Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act was created. This required cosmetic product companies to begin testing products on animals to ensure safety of the product for humans. The European Union conducted a similar law. In the late 1990s, the European Union banned all cosmetic animal testing, with Israel, Norway, and India following shortly behind. So, why not America? I interviewed two people who have a relationship with makeup and have a love for animals to find out their thoughts.
Do you try to use cruelty-free makeup, or is it like something that you're not really educated about?
It's not something that I go out of my way looking for, I'd say, but I'd say it's definitely a benefit or a positive when I find out that a company is cruelty-free. I think it's something that is good, so if I'm deciding between two equally priced products, I'll usually go for the cruelty-free.
I actually did like a cleanup with all my old makeup that was tested on animals. I've actually been vegetarian for I believe 12 years now, so that started 12 years ago, and since I've kind of just gone through like a little wave of makeup and like, oh, I don't want to test on animals, but now with a lot of brands coming out being cruelty free, it's like I'll take all of it.
Why do you think it isn't banned in America?
Just because I think big level companies, would rather focus on methods of, getting research and getting what they want done the cheapest way possible. I think that the US is probably one of the capitalistic countries that doesn't put too much thought into humanitarianism. I think a lot of those European countries focus on it really heavily.
Money. It's cheaper to raise animals and breed them, especially mice. Like, you get a litter of mice, you have hundreds of them within a few days. I think that's it. It's a lot to do with money, and I know there's like different laws, and behind all of it has to do with money and power.
Most cosmetic testing is performed on mainly mice, rats, rabbits, and guinea pigs. These tests use chemicals which are rubbed on the animal's shaved skin or dripped into their eyes to test irritation levels without providing the animals with any pain relief before or after the procedure. Something Claire, Maddie, and I found interesting was that alternatives to animal testing are, in fact, cheaper. I turned to organizations like PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Cruelty Free International to find out more information about this. The first alternative are cell cultures. Especially with today's innovative technology, scientists can grow animal and human cells and can even grow 3D structures like human organs. The next alternative are human tissues. Tissues both diseased and healthy can be donated to science for cosmetic testing. It can be obtained from biopsies and cosmetic surgeries and transplants. Another safe alternative are computer models. Computers can already create models for the heart, lungs, kidney, digestive system, and skin, so why not use it for cosmetic testing? Interestingly enough, these forms of testing are significantly more accurate than animal testing. Skin allergy tests on guinea pigs can only predict human skin reactions about 72% of the time, where cell-based alternatives are accurate up to 90% of the time. Skin Dre's irritation tests, which is the dripping of chemicals on shaved skin or in the animal's eyes, on rabbits are only accurate 60% of the time, where the use of reconstituted human skin is 90% accurate. Lastly, testing in rats is only 16% accurate, and cell-based testing is 100% accurate. Animal testing is something people have come to know as the norm in science and don't consider the ethics behind it anymore. Why would we continue to use animal testing for cosmetics when other countries are functioning okay without it, especially when there are alternatives that are already being used in science?
I get hung up on this because I am in the science field, so like there's a lot of things you have to. It's like, for one example, if you want to work with coral, like different water qualities and stuff like that, so like some of them do end up dying, and like coral is an animal, but there's like a bunch of cases like that. I think like if it's for science, like I can bend over for it and just be like, okay, like pass it through. But if it's strictly for use of cosmetics, then it's like there's other ways to do this. There's other ethical ways. You're not trying to test something like you're testing on animals to test like skin irritants, but like it's not research based. So like that's kind of where the fine line is. Like if it's research and it's gonna help something in the future, then yes. But if it's just something where people are just gonna use every day, it's like again, there's other alternatives to do it, which are better for the well-being of animals and better results, and like, why not?
The US spends about $16 billion annually of taxpayers' money for animal testing. For the most part, companies no longer are forced to test on animals. They continue to because it is what they are used to and what they are comfortable with. So, what can you do? As a makeup user, there are a lot of resources available to you that provide information on what companies are vegan, cruelty-free, or both. Vegan cosmetics are products that have no animal byproducts in them but are still tested on animals. CrueltyFreeKitty.com is a great website with information on what brands are certified by which cruelty-free organizations. You can organize the list by category, certification, criteria, where it's sold, and the countries the products can be shipped to. It may not seem like one person switching to all cruelty-free makeup products will help, but if that one person decides to make the change from all different cities around the country, we can put an end to animal testing in cosmetics.